Here to perform our national anthem, please welcome award-winning, multi-platinum country music icon and star of the upcoming Fox series Monarch, Trace Adkins.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
From Mordor to Hogwarts to Gotham, the nerds have come together to create a show for nerds by nerds. Join nerds doing nerd things as they talk about all things nerdy. Stay up to date on the show by liking the Nerds Doing Nerd Things Facebook page.
The following is an All-Star 15 TV production.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to All-Star 15 TV. On the broadcast tonight, it is the Extreme Forces Racing League, their Xfinity series, their Transcendent Design series, and it's playoff time. It's week number 2, and we're at Martinsville Speedway for, I'm not joking, this is the name of the race. And if you've ever been to Martinsville, you'll understand. The big spooky Wiener 150, tomorrow's Halloween, and I can see that we're already jumping on that trend. So qualifying has just started, and let's see who we have out on the wonderful racetrack. But before we start looking at these drivers, gotta bring in the co-host of the Mostest on Monday nights. It's TJ Barnier.
What's going on, AJ? I'm trying to find the biggest wiener here at qualifying. Evidently, it's not AJ today, folks. That's right. He is choking on his wiener right now. Got to be careful, AJ, when you take bites of those hot dog wieners here from Martinsville. They are tasty, but don't go for it all in one.
Note to self, don't drink tonight.
AJ tried to take the whole foot-long wiener in his mouth at one time and definitely be eaten in bites.
My monitor is currently covered in beer.
Well, I mean, I guess better than the hot dog flavored water.
If this is not the 4th of July Joey Chestnut. Oh, look at that. Dean Demmer, after a lap, goes P2, P3.
And dude, the 94 loops it in his qualifying effort.
Don't think the 41's going to improve on this second lap, but let's see. No, he is not. Drew Trader coming to the line. Does he improve? Survey says no. He's going to stay at a 20.09. Let's jump to the 8 of Randy Howe. First lap, that's going to put him P5. Now, TJ, getting ready for Halloween tomorrow?
Oh, yeah, AJ. Oh, yeah. If I could...
Just the kids going out, or you get dressed up too, as Howe's going to finish in P5. Vern Hawkins just completed his first lap, already in turn 3. Oh, he's going to run it a little wide through the center, get back on the gas. Does he improve as he crosses the line? No, he does not.
AJ, if I could
Paul Irvin.
send you a picture and have you put it up on screen, you can see just exactly how Halloween-y I plan to be.
You'd have to send it through Discord, and I can't guarantee if I can get it up in time.
Well, apparently it came through as a video. I'm kind of confused.
Well, then I can't do it. Paul Irvin on his first lap right now, the 48 Ally Chevy Camaro, running it like it's a super speedway, looking for the launch coming out of turn 4, gives up his first lap, gonna dive into turn number 1, gonna hug that inside lane, push it back up on exit, gonna ride the wall all the way down to turn number 3 and right back towards that curb on the inside. His second lap will put that 48 P4 with a 1983.
AJ, don't mind the Chihuahua. I swear, it's not a wiener.
You weren't kidding when you said that was your favorite.
Kids asked me to dress up this year, so I figured I'd get into the festivities and, well, I mean, you know. Truth be told, they probably would have been better off with a hockey mask, because that's my build. We're going to be the biggest ghost face this side of the Mississippi.
Trying to get it all figured out as qualifying is still continuing here. Matt Cochran out on the racetrack. I don't know why it's there. It is. It took him off for a second. I was like, what's going on here?
Yeah, AJ, I'm thinking next year I go as Sweet Tooth.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, no. With the diaper and everything. And Matt Cochran's going to loop it in turn 3. And that's going to keep him right in that 12th position.
Good thing you can race in a different car than you qualify, because that thing is destroyed.
Let's see if I can get that image up there so everybody can see the extra large ghost face.
That is, like I said, I have the build of Voorhees put into the ghost-faced frame.
There it is. There's TJ. There he is.
And like I said,
but let's run down the starting lineup here at Martinsville Speedway for the spooky Wiener 150.
We're just going to call it the Spooky Dubs at this point. Wow.
On the pole, who else but the 7? It's Joshua Bally. outside of the front row, it's the 56 of Nick Trader. Starting in that second row on the inside, it's Vern Hawkins. Outside of the second row, it's Paul Irvin. Row 3, you have Dylan Dunford and Randy Howe. Dean Demmer is going to start in that 7th position. Adam Capps is going to start in 8th. 9th, you have Drew Trader. And rounding out the top 10, you have Ben Morrow. Jesse Adams in 11th. 12th, it's Matt Cochran. Forrest Smith is going to start from the 13th position. 14th, you have the number 5 of Michael Steele. 15th, it's Daniel Park. And shotgun on the field, it's Joe Darnell. TJ, I know on console racing, you and I have had some great races here. But have you tried Martinsville in any other car than, I would assume, the modifieds and everything?
I've done it in a modified, and I've done it in a late model. The late model stock. I mean, it's not bad. Definitely not ready for big cars here. I spin the tires. But the other things, they gripped well, and it was okay. I was not complaining. When we did, we actually did run this track in the late model stock series there. That was Tuesdays for it. And I had a cramp in my leg, and I couldn't use my brake. And that proved to be very problematic, as this place is brake heavy.
Yeah, no kidding. It very much is, and you got to be really easy on the brake as well, because we saw in qualifying, I think it was Matt Cochran that went into turn 3 and just looped it. But lights are off on the iRacing pace car. We have 150 laps around Martinsville Speedway. One more race after this before we cut it down to 8. We go to Phoenix next week. But I feel like this is the wild card race. If you can survive and not basically wreck yourself out of the race, you might be sitting pretty. We only have 4 drivers in this field that are not in the playoffs. The pace car is going to take the turn 3 exit down pit road.
Let's hope that one doesn't
away.
need to get towed away this weekend. Like the one this weekend did.
Here we go. Let's go blimp cam, because we're going to see a lot of shenanigans as they enter turn 1 for the first time. You know what? Good job, everybody. Love the blimp cam from up here. Basically see everything. Joshua Bally is going to lead your first lap. That's kind of not surprising here.
I have a feeling he's going to lead a lot of laps.
TJ, they're already calling for you in the Facebook chat. Good old Marcy.
Oh, yeah? Gotta love that.
Oh, yeah. She said, I have a feeling there's gonna be chaos.
Oh, yeah. I was waiting until we got it. I didn't want to jinx us too early.
We are all single file throughout the field. No current immediate. Getting it right now, TJ. Just give me uno momento. It is lap 50. Daniel Park goes to the high side. He's going to let Michael Steele by, and now Joe Darnell by. That's going to drop him into that 16th position, last on the field. See the 94, Dylan Dunford, as he's closing into the 14 of Vern Hawkins. Once again, we are single file early on in this race. It's 150 laps. I think a lot of these drivers just want to hit that log lap button, get to the stage, get later on in the race. As the 41 of Demmer is going to look to the inside of the 94. Ooh, little contact there between them.
It was clean. It was clean contact. Keeping the pressure up, really keeping it in there, trying to make the 94 get off his line so the 41 can maybe get a good exit here, stay alongside of him. At the stripe, they're still side by side. And around goes the 48 in front of him.
I think Paul Irvin just cooked it.
And he said, Avada Kedavra to the green flag. We have a caution.
Let's see what happens. I think he just cooks it. Yeah. Sent that a little too deep. No contact from anybody. just a half spin. And we are under our first caution of the evening on lap 8.
AJ, I'd like to take this time to introduce you to Chaos. Chaos, AJ, Chaos. Hope you guys get acquainted. It's about to, pick up. Can I sell you some Chaos?
You don't need to sell me anything, TJ.
Oh, but I'm an
'cause we
agent.
are-
I've got to sell it.
Paul Irvin on pit road.
I mean,
And so is Matt Cochran.
that's kind of to be expected for him, I would think. I mean, you might as well at least go get fuel here. You're going to the tail end regardless. Might as well go fuel load back into it.
They do get 5 sets of tires. That is an amazing amount of tires.
For how many laps? 5 sets? How many laps?
5 sets for 150.
My goodness, you could change your tires every 25 laps.
I bet you somebody will keep up on that. Not saying there's going to be, 20 cautions or whatever, but we've seen how Martinsville plays out in a lot of other leagues. It is a very difficult racetrack.
You know, the only thing
For a
I'm
lot of these
disappointed
drivers.
is with them being here at Martinsville is this place has got lights now. I want to go under the lights. I don't think these cars have seen the darkness at all this season.
Well, let's hit that race info mark. Track temperature is 105, so it's hot and slick out there. Everybody in the grandstands is nice and comfortable. 80 degrees outside. Not very humid at all. But it's paperclip, just under a half a mile. And running around here at about, it looks like 19 and a half seconds.
I do believe Bane would be telling these guys, you think the sunlight is your ally.
I was born in the dark.
The sunlight makes the track hot, and if the track's hot, you slide around, and that makes chaos.
I did not see the light till I was already a man.
Well, let's hope he got a happy wiener before he was a...
Oh, Jesus.
O'Reilly.
Oh, here we go. Pace car's off, and we are green again.
Or in the case of the 48, it was ow, 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 I'm turning. 41, a little tap on the back door of the 56, trying to get him to move. He says, hey, man, I want to go. Let's go. Gotta go right now. Ooh, stacking them up. Gave the 56 a shot, then dove it low.
Yeah, and the 94 gave the 41 a nice shot for coming down.
The accordion effect in its grandeur here at this track. I'm sure that won't be the only time we see it today. We saw it certainly a lot this weekend as the 41 gives the 14 a hit. He has to brake to try to not run him over. Gives up the big position of the 94. He now door checks him.
Yeah, once you're stuck on that outside, you need to find a hole and find a hole fast.
No room to the left, the wall to the right, stuck in the middle in the Mville.
I see that you at least tried that. Got it. Cool.
Yep. Oh, and there goes the 2 car off the back of the 41.
I don't know if he touched Dean.
I don't know if he touched him, but he did everything he could not to touch him, and I think that's what sent him around. And we got, I guess, number 2, AJ. Chaos times 2, baby! Like I said, you thought the sunlight was your ally.
No contact whatsoever, but good for Adam Caps to keep it off of another driver.
And that
Let's
really
see if-
all started with that issue that they had in front where the 41 had to get hard on the brakes not to take out 14, and then it accordioned, he fell back, and before they could all kind of get back going forward together again, they just got too close and the 2 went around.
locks it down, doesn't hit anybody, nobody hits him, and 2 spins, no wrecks. And we are 17 laps into a Martinsville race out of 150.
I have a feeling we're going to need Blue Emu for pride and ego by the end of this.
Well, here comes the 5 of Michael Steele. Adam Capps coming down, and also it looks like Joe Darnell. Everybody else electing to stay out on the racetrack. So with just basically a day left in October, if anybody's heard on Wednesday's broadcast with the Sim 500, I'm extending the breast cancer awareness fundraiser that we're doing here at All Star 15 TV, the Nerds Doing Nerd Things podcast, and the Wrestling with Nerds podcast. We're extending it about another week, so if you want to get your pink shirts, all those proceeds do go to the Susan G. Komen Fund for breast cancer research. So if you want something with nerds on it, Wrestling with Nerds or All Star 15 TV, head over to the store in the description and check it out.
Help the nerds save the Tatas.
I thought you were going to say save second base.
I mean, you know, you can't steal second base if it isn't theirs.
But no, like what I've wanted to do for the last couple of years, this year it just happens to plan out because we actually have a store and everything, and it's easily accessible for anybody who wants to. Go grab some stuff. Everything's appreciated.
Big stack
And
up here.
Green flag.
There you go. You weren't kidding.
They're
That inside
playing
lane just backed
Bumper
right up.
cars down there on the bottom. And yes, AJ, the Tatas are usually easily accessible. You are correct.
That's not what I meant.
Just lift a shirt and there they are. Save them, baby. Give them money. Help them. Susan B. Coven for the... Oh, God, a 94.
Oh! Yeah, see what happens, TJ?
I know. I try to do the good cause thing and, you know, save the boobies. Cars go hit the fence.
Yes, the 94 does have a Halloween-themed wrap. I think he had it last week, too.
No, that was the wrap the 7 had last week. Same wrap, different number. Same rap, different verse. Dun-dun-dun-shh.
Wait, I thought you were going to go, but
Well, I mean, kinda. What do I gotta do it for when you're here to do it?
Well, gotta give a shout out to Ryan Fry for making that wonderful rap on the 41 as Dean smacks the wall coming out of 2. That's to honor Ryan's mother-in-law and his cousin's wife, who both have beaten breast cancer.
And yellow's out.
Dylan Dunn. Oh boy, this collected a lot of people.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh!
At least it looked like it collected a lot of people. Oh, 25 with the shot. Oh!
We're gonna watch it up and double up.
Well, we're gonna go on chase view for the 25 of Drew Trader, who made the awesome graphic for tonight. You know, he checks up, he thinks everything's going good, and then just gets back on the throttle. But unfortunately, rear ends the 94. Matt Cochran gets into the back of him.
Yeah, it looks as though the hood, like, broke loose on the Ford vehicle.
See if we can get a good shot of the 4 here.
Somebody's bumper or bumper cover laying...
Oh, that would be Matt's. That'd be the 4's.
No. That would be the bumper cover off of the 57.
Oh, well, it looked like the 4's came off, and then it looked like it came right back on. As we hit the rewind button. Maybe it's on the 2?
It fell off of the 4, and then they glued it back on before he...
So I wasn't crazy.
No.
Huh?
Michael Steele knocked it loose.
He immediately put it back on.
They immediately broke out the modeling glue and put that sucker back on. These cars are like Gunpla. They go right back together.
I'll give you points for that, getting that in on the broadcast.
You're welcome. I'm welcome.
What was your last model you put together?
Man, it's been a while. If I told you a
It's been a
Zoid,
while.
would you even know what I was talking?
No, but I'm hoping that somebody in our wonderful chat or somebody later on would know.
Oh, then it would be the Liger Zero. Jaeger. Bro.
And we are picking lanes.
7 to the bottom, 14, 41 to the bottom.
Yes.
56, 13, 48. Gonna take up those first 3 rows on the outside. We are coming around. They're in the box, waiting for the go, waiting for the go.
What?
I'm kidding.
No.
I'm kidding.
No. I was like, I am I behind?
No. No. I was just messing with you, seeing if you were awake. You didn't say the magic word. Now they're in the box. There goes the 7. He takes off. 50.
Good launch by the 56 too.
Down. Good move. That's how you gain a few spots.
The kicker is gonna beat me in fantasy
14,
tonight.
41. Dude, I need a wide receiver for the Raiders to like have a career day so I can sweep you for the week. Because right now it looks like we're gonna split.
Oh really?
Yeah. And around goes more cars. I think
Who we got?
the Adam Caps machine,
no.
I do believe, went again. No, it's the one just ahead of him, the Randy Howe. Randy, how are you now? She's gone.
And Jesse Adams trying to get through it kind of smacks the 5 as well. As the 5 gets down to speed and everything. Dude, we were so close in one of those. By 0.18 separating. But we are under caution for the 4th time tonight in 32 laps. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back.
From Mordor to Hogwarts to Gotham, the nerds have come together to create a show for nerds by nerds. Join nerds doing nerd things as they talk about all things nerdy. Stay up to date on the show by liking the Nerds Doing Nerd Things Facebook page.
All right, we're coming back to the choose 4 cautions in just about 32 laps. TJ, what do these drivers kind of have to do to just get to the stage and then progress towards the finish of this race? We've seen a lot of spins and 4 yellows, a couple cars with some good-sized damage on it. Very surprised Matt Cochran is back on the racetrack after his hood got unclamped for a time being.
So to answer your question simply, AJ, I'm going to hold my hands up like Ricky Bobby in his first interview, and I'm going to say, car got to go left, car got to go straight,
green flag.
And green.
and car got to not miss
Outside
the restart
lane did
and
not go.
back up field and cause a pile up in the outside lane.
Oh, we are 3 wide back there.
So yeah, it's simply put.
94 just got hooked to the outside wall.
Simple, AJ. Car got to go straight. Car got to go left. Car got to go straight again.
Guys, watch this. The 94 gets hooked. Yeah, Jesse Adams just hooks him right into Joe Darnell. And we stay green because everybody's going in the same direction. But Dylan Dunford coming to pit road to obviously fix all that damage. So here comes Ryan Fry. He's got something to say, apparently. Hi, Ryan, while we're going green right now.
No Ryan Fry. Ryan Fry, mic check.
No, I don't have him muted. But what we got on the racetrack right now, there he is we got a big gaggle of cars from Irvin all the way back to the two of Adam Capps. What's going on, Ryan?
Not much. Enjoying this race. Like seeing that beautiful 41 car up front. I see that TJ had his energy drink before the race tonight.
Well, you know, caution!
Oh, caution is out.
Who's it for this
Matt
time?
Cochran? The 4, it looks like.
The 4
Hey,
is still
if
gravel.
it hasn't been plugged already, hopefully, I think it launches tomorrow. Go check out our preview of Crown Jewel on the Wrestling with Nerds podcast tomorrow.
Yeah, he's gonna go into turn 3 with a really lazy and back into the turn 4 wall.
That is surprising that brought out a yellow.
Yeah, he just overcooked the turn and then backed it right into the wall.
They have announced over the race control single file restart.
Well, then there's no point on picking your lane. But Ryan, yeah, back to what you were just saying. For anybody who really is a wrestling fan or just wants to hear Ryan, myself, or TJ talk about wrestling, the Crown Jewel preview episode launches at noon tomorrow. We cover all the matches and who we think is going to win and a couple possible spoilers. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. But 5 cautions on lap 42, just a couple of laps away from getting to that first stage. Michael Steele on pit road, Matt Cochran on pit road, and Forrest Smith also on pit road.
And as it lives up to my thoughts when I told you earlier, my prediction is living out to be real.
I mean, I gave you guys a plus or a minus.
Yeah, but I told you it was going to be 5 cautions before the halfway or the stage break, and we're one more away from it.
Yeah, that's not the first thing you said. Well, looks like we're going to come around. The iRacing pace car is going to shut its lights off, and we're going to get the 1 to go. TJ, right now, our biggest mover of the race is that number 9 of Daniel Park, currently sitting in that 8th position. What do you think double file restarts are going to do for the field now?
Single file?
A single file, sorry.
By the sounds of it, they're going back to double file. I'm not sure.
Watch what I've noticed, and just keep your eye on the 56. It almost seems like he's missing a shift on every restart. So it'll be interesting to see who lines up behind him, what happens here, if he can get a good launch or not.
They initially went to single file. Now they've clicked it back to double file, but I think they're locked into single file for at least.
Usually, if you change it before the lights go off on the pace car, it'll allow you to do it.
Well, they're choosing,
Yes,
so
I just lost all audio in my headset. TJ, you're gonna have to take over.
Oh, well, you know, here we go. They're getting double file. They clearly got the double file thing figured out. The pace car is coming out of 2 right now. Probably going to duck away here. It's going to be 7:56, 14, 48, 41, 2, 13, and 5, your top 8.
Pace car is off.
There she goes. We're going to come around the turn ever so gingerly. They're looking and waiting on that 7 car, looking and waiting. He's in the
Green
zone
flag, green
and
flag.
gone.
What's going on, Ryan?
We broke Ryan Fry.
No, I was just trying to pay attention.
No battle for first, battle for second. Hawkins and Nick Trader.
If anybody has a chance to win this race on a restart, other than that 7 car, they have to get aggressive with him. They can't let him keep jumping out for the lead that he has.
Did he
Caution,
save
yellow
it?
flag.
No, he
he
did not.
did not.
Womp, womp, womp.
You know, thank you for reminding me, TJ.
What a beautiful Monday for iPacing.
I got to mute the soundboard. Dun, 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 dun. And it looks like the 2 jumped to pit road. Did I get that right? Oh, he just alt F4'd.
I'm not shocked on that.
And any word if they're calling this the stage, TJ?
They're talking about it.
Let's see what happened with the 2 here. Does he just get
Just
out of the groove?
Just cooked it.
Yeah, he did. Didn't get into anybody.
Yeah.
He basically did the same thing he did when on the first caution. He definitely overcooked it on entry and got way loose on entry, and was around he went.
And I would love to see more short tracks, but
Yeah.
I know when it comes to league racing, it could be rather difficult.
Now, I am confused. They called stage end at the caution.
Okay.
It sounds like they're going to award the stage points at the yellow,
Okay.
not at lap 50.
Makes sense. Because pit stops were going to happen before they hit the lap 50. Or at least it makes sense in my book. It's either you stay out and take the stage points, or
Is this like a whole Kurt Busch caution thunderstorm Daytona situation?
Pretty much, because the front guys are saying, well, we pitted because we were told the stage was over.
Does that mean they're awarding the stage points to Paul Irvin, not the 7 car?
As of right now, the stage order is TBD. Say that.
oh well. Doesn't help us up here. But let's take a look at the points as they enter tonight, TJ.
Wait, hold on. We've got race control chatter in race. 25 asking the 4. No reply.
What lane did the 48 pick?
I don't know of anything of any of this. AJ? Chaos, baby! Chaos!
Like,
I could honestly say I think that's not the first time that's happened tonight.
I can honestly say this is the first time the 7's not going to be at the front of the field.
how long is it going to take him to get there, or does he even get there?
Well, let's worry about surviving turn 1.
Good call. Good call.
And here it comes
Green
time
flag,
for
green
car to go
flag.
straight, and then car to go left. And the 55 spins the tires and went left way early before car went straight.
Oh, whoa.
Oh, whoa.
Oh, Jesse Adams had a horrible angle going into the where 3 wide in front of him. And there goes the 14 because of
The
it.
yellow flag is out.
That's big implications. Vern is what, second in points?
It's going to be bigger if they don't determine how the stage had
I think Vern might have tried clearing himself a little bit.
I don't know. know, AJ. I think he was just running his line in the starting his turn down and kind of clipped the bumper of the 14.
I mean,
kind of right rear hooked him.
They're 3 wide going into turn 3.
Right, but the 14 has the line. I mean, he has to be given, the option of making the turn, and the 56 just starts to turn down into him and hooks him.
Well,
I mean, it's a racing deal. I'm not like blaming the 50. He's just trying to run his race.
Yeah.
The reality is the 56, whether it's netcode or whatever, turns the 14 into the outside wall.
Well, TJ, we didn't have to wait long. The 7's P2.
Well, I mean, when the field,
Rex in front of you. Well, 56 laps out of 150, just under 100 to go in the broadcast booth. I had TJ Barnier and Ryan Fry as he is probably sitting on the side of the road watching the race.
Thank you for covering my ass, AJ.
I shouldn't have said the second part.
It's fine.
We coming to the choose now? Nope, we're going to go into the lap. Yeah, Forrest Smith in first, Joshua Bally second, Nick Trader third, Ben Morrow fourth, and Matt Cochran rounding out the top 5. From 6th to 10th, you have Denver, Steele, Irvin, Park, and Hawkins. Hawkins just took a spin into turn 3 to bring out this 7th caution. But TJ, what are you thinking so far?
As an agent of chaos, this has been a fulfilling race. As a fan of good long runs on a short track, this is not happening.
And now we're picking.
I'm waiting for somebody to ruin their day by going low and smacking the inside wall.
I mean, that would be interesting.
It'll be interesting here to see with the 7 having to wait for the launch if he can get a run to the inside in the turn 1 and whether he would push it or not.
Here we go.
But
the 7 didn't take the outside here. He's going to stay right behind Forrest, and we are going
Green flag, green flag.
green again.
there he goes.
I thought he was taking it.
He tried it.
He's going to have a really good center and probably a really good exit as well. Oh, he's easy to get loose. Never mind. Dean is looking to the inside of Ben Morrow. Gonna clear Ben. That's gonna move him up to 4th. Back in the pack, you have Matt Cochran and Vern Hawkins battling. This is for 8th. Vern's gonna take the inside from the 4 and move that 14 up another position. Here comes Randy Howe as well. Good battle for 9th position between the two drivers as there that goes. You can see the damage on the right front of Matt. You know, I know it's a short track and aero isn't a huge thing here, but... Oh, Michael Steele in the wall. With a lot of damage. What happened with Michael? And then we'll go check the reason for the caution. Oh, he just cooks it. Enters too hard and over... Oh, not a horrible hit. But let's check the caution here. Oh, I can already see what's about to happen. TJ, you with me here?
Oh yeah, pal. Waiting to hear what Dr. AJ had to say.
The 7 clips the curb and just spins the 81.
And that is painful.
Ooh, what the heck? Who was that?
Is that your professional opinion, AJ?
Well, do you want me to say that I think the 81 was blocking a little bit?
I mean, you haven't got to say anything you don't want to.
Why, let's hear TJ. Oh, is Dean's going to pop the 56, too?
That 94 just went screaming by these guys. And they have blamed it on the 7. Does that mean he's going to the rear?
What'd you see with that caution, TJ?
I mean... it's a racing deal, sure.
It was a lot of take and not a lot of give.
See, I was more of thinking that 81 is blocking the fastest car on the racetrack because if the 7 gets by, see you later.
Yeah, I mean, I guess.
I mean, the leader has his option to take the line he chooses to take. If the 7 backs off and lets him see how that plays out, he might have the lead coming out of 2. Because that wasn't going to work for Forrest there in the lead. The angle that he took into 1 wasn't going to work. So does that give him an EOL?
We're waiting to see.
The ruling is EOL for the 7.
Ouch.
They are giving him an EOL. Ugh.
AJ, is your executive producer. How about we get a rundown of the field?
Sure.
Or what's left of it.
So let's start with P1. It's the 56 of Nick Trader in first. In second, you got the 13 of Ben Morrow. 41 of Dean Demmer sporting the Fry Trucking breast cancer awareness scheme. Paul Irvin in fourth. In fifth, you have Vern Hawkins in sixth. Michael Steele. Matt Cochran in eighth. Daniel Park in seventh. Forrest Smith in ninth. And Jesse Adams in 10th. And we are about to go green.
Green flag, green flag.
Oh, Dean's looking to the inside.
Oh, almost lost the nose.
Bigger battle behind them. The 14 and the 13. Morrow and Hawkins. Man, look at the damage on the back end of the 14. That thing is going to the graveyard after tonight.
Yeah, probably.
If not, a lot of these cars are.
Gonna say the 56 is like kind of punted in as well, so don't act. I mean, that car's pretty well hurting.
Oh, Demmer in the wall out of 4.
That 41, even with that wall scuff, is going in the center of my floor. I don't know why, but I'm pretty decent at making paint schemes for a guy that's colorblind.
Well, when you highlight the color, does it tell you the name?
Nope.
Oh, well, nice.
No, it's just where you get your kid to walk over and say, "Hey, is that this color?" Yeah.
He's done that before.
Oh, I heard it.
You know,
He's even laughed at me when I said it was blue and it's purple.
Dean is really taking a different line through the turn. He's getting a hell of a run down the backstretch. Oh, and when he doesn't do that.
The thing I'm liking that I'm seeing is he's trying to find a different line but not use the bumper.
Absolutely. And speaking of using the bumper, there's the 7 on the 81. The 2 drivers involved into that last caution. Seven hits the 81 out of 4 and makes the pass going into turn 1.
Yeah, these guys got to make it tough for this 7 to get back through the field. Otherwise, it's not going to be many more laps, and he's going to be right back up front.
He is running about a half a tenth faster than our leaders.
That is just a bit wild.
Seems like every lap he's passing one car.
Yeah, I mean...
We are really all strung apart now. This is our biggest battle on the racetrack, is where is this 7 going to go? Is he going to pass Daniel Park out of 2? He's got about a second gap to Paul Irvin.
That 41 keeping that 56 honest.
Gonna jump on board with that 41. He is cranking that wheel. I'd be worried if we get a slightly longer of a run, if when he slams on that gas, if that car doesn't kick out. Because it sounds like he's all or nothing on that throttle. And that could be very dangerous. Back a little bit to that 7 as he is caught Paul Irvin.
Never good.
That's insane how fast this 7 is compared to everybody else. Looking to the inside of the 48 and clears him before we even get to turn 2. Oh, there goes the 48.
Caution, yellow flag.
Damn. You know, iRacing's real late and lazy with the cautions anywhere else. But God forbid a car gets somewhat out of shape here and it's automatically a caution.
I think it has to do with how small this racetrack is and how no runoff. It looked like he tried to get whatever he can back to the 7 before he lost so much more. But it looks like we got pit stops. Vern Hawkins on pit road, Daniel Park, Forrest Smith, Paul Irvin, Jesse Adams, and Dylan Dunford, followed by Matt Cochran now coming on pit road. But
this is that group that didn't. This is that group that didn't pit at the stage break.
Yes. But we're going to take a quick commercial break again. 85 laps in the books out of 150. We'll be right back, everybody.
From Mordor to Hogwarts to Gotham, the nerds have come together to create a show for nerds by nerds. Join nerds doing nerd things as they talk about all things nerdy. Stay up to date on the show by liking the Nerds Doing Nerd Things Facebook page.
We are back from Martinsville Speedway. You are watching All-Star 15 TV's broadcast of the Extreme Forces Racing League Transcendent Designs Xfinity Series playoffs. It's the big, spooky Wiener 150. Ryan, you out of the three of us, you're the only one that's ever been here. How good is that hot dog?
Oh man, it dreads me that I didn't go this weekend to get any. It's literally like the filet mignon of hot dogs.
Jeez.
It's the creme de la creme. It's the best hot dog I've ever eaten in my life.
It's really that good?
Yeah, it doesn't taste like a normal hot dog. I'll give them that. And you got to get it all the way, which is like chili and coleslaw and onion and mustard, and it's either that or plain. So you gotta go with the other one. It'll change your life. That's for sure.
Well, front row, you have, it looks like Nick Trader taking the outside to Dean Demmer on the inside. Dean's got to be careful to make sure he doesn't jump the start.
Green flag, green flag.
I'd still be leery of the 56 with his starts. He's always, I don't know, it was always iffy there for a little while, but I guess when he has the control, he's a little different.
And you saw how forgiving that outside lane is to control. The inside, Dean didn't want to launch whatsoever to jump the restart. And we're basically single file, but this is the biggest battle on the racetrack right now. Oh, it's a 7's gonna go around.
I had a feeling one of them was going to go around. Everybody running nose to tail like they were. I just didn't expect it to be the 7 that spun around.
And we're gonna stay green. We're gonna jump that back so everybody can see what just happened.
See what I mean by infrequent iRacing cautions?
Here it is. Oh, he does get punted by the 14 a little bit. Oh, and cleaned out.
The yellow flag is
The 94 gets into him too. Looks like Joe Darnell having an issue. He's almost 10 laps down too. Let's see what happens. He's going to go into turn 3 with this. Oh, that's not Joe Darnell. Who the hell is that? That's Forrest Smith. What just happened with him? Let's see what happens here.
I'm going to steal your line and say he may have cooked it. TJ's line of the day, word is chaos. Yours is cooked it.
Basically, he was trying to save that car the whole front stretch and just lost it by the time he got to turn 1.
And I'm taking a wild guess that TJ's energy drink has worn off.
Stop it.
I thought I was hearing snoring.
I mean,
94 laps in. Dang, Ryan, we could hear those hazards. Thank you for helping us broadcast and being safe out on the road.
That's those stupid idiots in front of me that don't want to go to the speed limit.
Well, there's that.
Goddamn Quest drivers.
Seriously?
No.
Oh, I was gonna say, I was like, I can figure out who the hell that is.
I was just making fun of you.
Well, we do have to drive the speed limit. It sucks. It very much does, which feels like that's basically what we've been doing tonight.
Yeah, what's the caution number at?
10. On lap 95, coming to 96. Mick Olofsson in the chat says, Ryan, use the bumper.
Don't tempt me with a good time.
A lot of aggression out on that racetrack. I know it's a playoff race, and we have 4 drivers in the whole field not in the current playoffs. But everybody else, all 12, it's actually spread apart pretty evenly. Ben Morrow currently a race leader, and Vern Hawkins both in the playoffs, and Matt Cochran in third outside of the playoffs. Jesse Adams fourth, and what?
That's what makes these playoffs difficult. Is those guys that were trailing all year long decided, oh, playoffs are here, I don't need to show up anymore, and it makes it really hard for playoff guys to earn points on each other.
Yeah.
It kind of makes it hard to gain points on people when there's only 4 other people that aren't in the playoffs in the race.
Unfortunately, that's in every league battle.
Oh, yeah.
Well, pace car is back off. Ben Morrow's the control car.
Green.
Oh, big stack up on that inside. Oh, that went all the way back.
Oh! We got contact in the second row.
Oh, we're 3 wide back there. Dean Demmer on the inside. Michael Steele in the middle. And wow, Drew Trader keeping it going on that outside. Up a little bit further, got the 56 and Nick Trader underneath Matt Cochran. And Dylan Dunford, the 94, battling all the way back through his issues and everything, gets by Dean Demmer, as that's going to move him into that 4th position.
Yeah, I think we could get some more settling out here as this run goes along. It'd be interesting to see that last stretch of pit stops, a little bit fresher tires.
As Paul Irvin is going to spin the 9 of Daniel Park.
And I say that. Dun, 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 we are over 10. And TJ is out for the count.
I mean, not quite, but...
Dude, you need to stand up for broadcast. That's what you need to do. Although, we all know that you would fall asleep standing up, too.
Jesse Adams also coming down pit road. And the 9 of Daniel Park, who did just get spun by the 48. So he's probably coming down, grabbing 4 freshies and getting back out on the racetrack. Doesn't look like there's a whole lot of damage outside of some rear bumper work that needs to happen.
That paint scheme looks vaguely familiar.
I wonder why.
I think I may have had it on a next-gen car at one point. Only it didn't say X-Side. It said Fry Trucking on it.
Well, we are over 100 laps, 45 to go. Your current leader, it is the 14 of Vern Hawkins in second. You have Nick Trader, Dean Demmer in third. Fourth, you have Dylan Dunford. Fifth, Matt Cochran. Fourth, Smith in sixth. Paul Irvin, who I would assume is going to get the EOL, currently in seventh. Michael Steele in 8th, Ben Morrow 9th, and in 10th, it's Daniel Park. As the 7 of Joshua Bally is on pit road, question mark? There he is.
Interesting.
Very interesting.
Did he get caught up in anything that needs an extensive repair?
I don't think so. And there he goes. Car actually still looks relatively clean.
Maybe he's just putting his fresh set of rubbers on to try to run back through the field.
He just put on the super softs.
Sorry for the beeping if it comes through. I apologize.
No, you're good. You're good. Appreciate I have somebody to talk to while we're calling the race. And here we go. The driver's not wanting to show their hand.
I do agree with TJ. This being the fall Martinsville race, it should have been timed a little better so that they did finish under the lights. Would have been a cool effect for these guys. This track is pretty awesome to see under lights. I went to last year's fall race and this year's spring race to get a feel for both of them. And yeah, the fall race when it finishes and it's dark, it's pretty
Green flag.
fun to see.
Green flag's back out. Vern gets a heck of a launch. See if Dean can possibly get back to second. No, he's going to lose that to Nick Trader. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not.
Dean's been working that outside line trying to get it to work. I feel like he feels like he can get a better drive off the bottom than the ones on the bottom. But the only risk there you have to worry about is anybody sliding up into you and you end up back in the back of the pack after the caution.
Yeah, I think you can really contend for the first couple laps as we start to get the tire temperatures up. But after that, I think you're basically going to get freight trained. As it looks like Dylan Dunford really out of shape down the front stretch. And they did not give Paul Irvin an EOL. Really shocked by that. And there he goes, the 41 able to clear the 56.
Has the 7 made any movements there, AJ?
The 7 has, since the restart, gained 3 spots.
Wow. He must have something going on with that car. Unless he's waiting for a little longer in the run to get going. I'm shocked he hasn't peeled through the field as easy as he has earlier in the run.
Well, it's about to be 4. He's underneath the 81 of Forrest Smith. And he's got Dylan Dunford right in front of him. Dean is looking for the lead. Hawkins is going to push up a little bit. There's a little contact. And Joshua Bally in a wreck again. See what happens here. He's going to come off the corner, looking underneath the 84, and oh, wow. And multiple cars involved during all that. And nowhere for Michael Steele to go. He's going to get right into the front of the 7 there. Man, we had a nice battle for the lead brewing. I kind of thought Dean might have been able to get it there. Well, let's see if we have any takers down pit road. As Randy Howe is going to get a lap back. Don't think we got anybody coming down pit road. Ryan, check your messenger, pal, if you got a chance. But Vern Hawkins, currently a race leader. Dean Demmer in second. Nick Trader third. Fourth is Paul Irvin. And fifth, it's Ben Morrow.
How many laps you got left to go there, AJ? I can't really see your screen there, Bubba.
So we are sitting at 117 of 150. So 33.
And Vern gave Dean the inside line? Is that what I'm seeing, or they haven't chosen yet?
I don't think they've chosen yet. Because that would be interesting. What's going on, Dean? How are you, pal?
I don't think you would want to give up the bottom.
I don't think so either.
Oh.
But we saw Nick Trader do it earlier, and it really worked out for him coming out of 2. Had a heck of a run down the backstretch, was able to clear Dean then. But looks like it's going to be the 14 and 41 on the inside, then both the 56 and 13, the next 2 cars, take that outside lane as Vern Hawkins is going to take a blink to get back out on the racetrack.
Pace cars away.
Yes, it is. That's TJ Barnier. We also got Ryan Fry. I'm AJ Capola. We are about to go green again, and away
Green.
we go.
Good restart there by the front 5. No one ended up backward, aimed at the wrong direction.
Watch this battle with Ben Morrow and Nick Trader.
Yeah, I mean they need to.
These guys got to capitalize on the bad day that the 7's having as far as cautions and everything. I don't know if he got put in the pit road or anything off of the damage that he got off that last one.
Dean Demmer, P1.
These guys up here need to capitalize on him having a rough day and try to garner some points from him.
Yeah, I mean, don't look now. He's like barely outside the top 5. And the 13! That's going to get ugly.
Oh, and Michael Steele nowhere to go again. What happened? Did he just gas it too hard? He's out of the lane, it looks like.
ARCA braking, I do believe, came into effect on that.
He's out of the lane. Gasses it too hard, gets loose. Nowhere for Forrest to go. Oh. And both the 5 and the 25.
I feel like this is one of those races, and we've seen Ben Morrow on your driver cam. He uses VR. I feel like this would be one of those ones where if you spun around here, I'd have to get sick because you'd be hitting the inside and outside wall in the same spin. I can only imagine what that does in your head.
I don't even want to think about it. But Dean was able to take the lead from the 14 before that caution came out. That's huge. This is the first time he is up front leading tonight. Vern in second, Nick Trader third, Paul Irvin in fourth, and in fifth, it's the 7 of Joshua Bally. With just over 25 laps to go. We're going to take another quick commercial break, mostly because I need a water. But we'll be right back, everybody.
From Mortar to Hogwarts to Gotham, the nerds have come together to create a show for nerds by nerds. Join nerds doing nerd things as they talk about all things nerdy. Stay up to date on the show by liking the Nerds Doing Nerd Things Facebook page.
We're back, everybody. 25 laps to go. Your top 8 are playoff drivers for the Transcendent Design Xfinity Series. They're all in red. Those are all your playoff drivers. Matt Cochran, the only one in the top 10 that is sitting on the outside and looking to spoil some races for people.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. I'll admit to you guys, I kind of start feeling like Dale Jr. in the booth when we get into situations like this. I promise you I won't get biased until there's like 10 laps to go.
I know what you're talking about. Bad, Ryan. Bad.
I'm just giving everybody a warning.
Well,
Oh,
looks like
little blinkage by the 14 there. That was scary.
the 14, who was second to choose, is going to stay right behind the 41, as you have the 56 be the first car to take the outside. Paul Irvin right behind him. Joshua Bally is third on that outside. Well, here we go.
Green, green, green.
41, very tactical on the restart.
Very smart move by that 41 to wait through everybody else off. And he's going to set sail, or at least attempt to set sail.
Yeah, I mean, it's just basically he just needs to run his laps and not worry about anybody behind him.
Honestly, if you were Dean, would you be hoping for more cautions right now?
No.
I do not want to see another caution if I'm Dean Dimmer up front right now.
Caution, yellow
One,
flag.
Well, there it is.
I say one, it's the option of somebody trying to get that run on you and messing your day up, and number two, that gives that 7 car another chance to get a couple of spots on one time.
Ooh, the 9 locked it up. And it looked like the 94 got pushed right into that 90. Oh, Randy Howell. Looked like he shoved the 94 right into the 9.
Well, these boys have made sure that the pace car has got its fill today.
They did have to refuel the pace car about 10 laps ago.
Well, look on the bright side. At least this one didn't break down like the one yesterday.
Oh my. You know, in all the years I have watched NASCAR, I can honestly say, no, I have never
What?
seen the pace car have to get towed away.
Oh,
I think there's been other instances where things have happened to the pace car. I mean, we did see years ago that somebody stole the pace car.
the Talladega?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, old boys thought it would be a good idea to take the pace car a few laps before the race.
Joshua Bally up to 4th. Seems like he is gaining at least 2 or 3 positions on every caution that we've had as of recent. But your top 5 as they sit is Demmer, Nick Trader, Hawkins, Bally, and Irvin. Only one driver completely out of the race. That's the number 2 of Adam Capps. Next time by, they should be choosing.
I feel like, AJ, we should have had an award for the least
What?
damage.
The pace car.
Well, that's only because they can't hit it.
Mick Olofson's car. They left it on the trailer.
I think Mick will take that one.
We don't have to fix it for next week. Well, I think they should be coming to the Choose right now. Maybe not. Oh, yeah, there.
As we've seen the 7 car get back up through the field, this is right around the line where it starts getting a lot tougher for him to get those passes with these front 3. So it should be interesting. Hopefully Dean just sets sail like he did on the last restart, and it takes the 7 a little bit to get to him.
Do you think he does the same strategy, wait, or do you think he mixes it up a little bit?
I'm hoping he mixes it up. But then again, they might be thinking he's going to mix it up. So,
And it may not matter. I mean, he just gets such a jump as that leader.
Yeah, he does.
And,
wow.
you know, I think that anyone leading gets that bit of a jump there, and it's such an advantage compared to everybody else that, you know, he rockets away here. Oh, that 14 in hot.
Yeah, he's going to run the 7 out wide, too.
I-
Paul Irvin's going to cut underneath the 7? No, not going to make it work.
And these guys, some of these guys have fresher tires than both Dean and, is it Nick that's in second?
Yes.
Or is it-
And Vern is
Yeah.
on. Vern has the oldest tires in the field right now. By 20 laps. Vern last pit on 84. Joshua 104. Dean and
The
Nick.
yellow flag is out.
Matt Cochran's
Another
spinning.
yellow. Oompa loompa spinity.
I guess the one benefit to all these cautions is it just keeps ticking the laps down, and that might be playing the Dean's hand.
Yeah, because they're gonna get oh, whoa, what? Did Matt forget that there was a turn?
If you watched the beginning of the broadcast, you would have AJ or TJ gave him directions.
Yeah, he had to slam on the brakes so he didn't kill the 55 in front of him. Watch this, guys.
I mean, in theory, this track isn't hard if you think of it of go straight, turn left, go straight, turn left.
When the brakes don't work like they used to before.
Have the brakes ever worked like they used to before? I mean, they call it ARCA braking. Seen it tonight.
So, just want to point something out. On that last restart, while the 41 did get a good launch, he also got a hell of a shot from the 14 before he actually hit that gas pedal. Do you think... I really don't want to say this because I hate when it comes down to, with just laps to go, people getting really, really aggressive and possibly on a restart spinning the car in front of them right out.
I'm not sure you asked the question.
Let's hope the 41's long gone from it before they start spinning.
I'm still not sure he asked a question there.
What does Dean have to do to make sure that Vern doesn't pop him in the back end again? Because the 41 did get squirrely when he got hit.
Cargo straight, cargo left, cargo straight, cargo left.
Well, yeah, if you're fishtailing after getting popped.
I
Dean,
don't think there's anything you can do, AJ, was my point there.
Dean, the record of cautions at 150 lap race that I broadcasted was 21.
I've lost count. Where are we?
15.
What, 15?
With 10 to go. If we don't get another caution, we're looking at a caution.
Another. We'd have to almost average a caution a lap at this point.
But to be frank about it, think about it as this way with the short tracks: is they're so quick to call cautions here, where in our normal races, some of the stuff we think should be cautions aren't called. Here, a lot of them are like, shouldn't be called on the same aspect that are called cautions here.
I think it's more
This
of
is
there's
true.
so much more racing. Well, not so much more racing. Literally, the whole track is open. It's kind of like if a wreck happened at Dover or Bristol. Oh, here we go.
So, iRacing is as consistent as NASCAR. Got it.
Basically,
The consistency isn't
Green flag.
pure
green
in
flag.
that one. Not as good of a restart with the 41 that time. Still going to get away, though. 56 was almost immediately under fire by the 14, but the 14 could not hang on. And that moment,
we got to
now
jump.
these under fire. Seven car on the outside trying to get clear away to third. Can't do it.
He's trying to go M&M and go around the outside.
Not giving up on it, that's for sure. Kind of went wide there.
He really went wide.
6 to go.
Back it further. You have a battle between the 48 and the 13.
At this point, it's boys, keep it straight. Let's get this thing done. 5 to go.
You just imagine how many, how much time is left. Oh, the 13's gonna punt the
Yellow
94.
flag is out.
And there it goes.
That's not what any of us wanted to see.
Honestly, when does this lobby close? Are we getting close to that at all?
No, they've set it for 3 hours.
Okay,
We're
that's good.
an hour. Honestly, we're only an hour and 18 minutes in.
Yeah, the 13 just shoots it to the inside and punts. Or, I'm sorry, Pat McAfee's the 94. Well, pretty sure this will bring us to our green-white checkered attempt. The driver of the Fry Truck Gang Wrestling with Nerds All-Star 15 Breast Cancer Awareness Chevy Camaro throwing the support to our good buddy actually in the broadcast booth right now, Ryan Fry's mother-in-law and cousin's wife. Did I get that right?
Yeah, my mother-in-law had breast cancer back in 2006. She later on passed away after beating it once. And then my closest cousin, his wife, just got diagnosed in September, had a double mastectomy at the beginning of October. She's got to go in to start her treatments after Thanksgiving. So it's special to me. It means a lot to me. So, yeah, I'm going to be quiet for a little bit here.
All right, so we are in overtime here for the Extreme Forces Racing League Transcendent Design Xfinity Series Playoffs, race number 2 of the round of 12 from Martinsville Speedway. Ajak Pola, TJ Barnier, Ryan Fry, also in the broadcast booth. We coming to the choose. We got another lap.
Another lap by the looks. That or everybody just got a violation. Everybody to the rear of the field.
Does anything
You
change
get a
then?
rear of the field. You get a rear of the field. Well, they would be single file at that point.
I think that would be worse. Your top 5, where they stand right now. Dean Demmer, P1. The 56 of Nick Trader, P2. In third, you have Vern Hawkins. The 7 of Joshua Bally is in fourth, as Trader is going to pick that inside. Right behind the 41.
AJ, I'd be concerned if the top 5 wasn't in the top 5.
I don't know what I said then. Randy Howe in 5th, Paul Irvin 6th, Jesse Adams in 7th, 8th it's Daniel Park, 9th it's Matt Cochran, and 10th it's Ben Morrow. The 56 taking the inside for the first time under these choosing rules.
I do believe you said we're going to see where the top 5 is. 56 all over the back bumper of the 41, but it's not going to matter.
He doesn't
go. I don't even know what just happened.
The yellow flag is out.
He didn't go.
He was on his bumper, and it's like he hit the gas, and it just dead.
Did the motor blow?
I'm going to go with missing a shift. That's probably about the 3rd time that's happened this race.
He hit the gas, and did he just punch it straight to 4th?
AJ, honestly, the last time I saw something like that, it was in front of me in a late model, so I got nothing for you.
Yeah, and then I found your exhaust pipe.
It just didn't go. It just didn't go. I mean, it's.
And after a really good race, the 56 with it looks like a lot of damage. Well, maybe not as much as I thought. He is missing the.
Put it this way, it wasn't holding him in there very long. Well, it's the same dancing partners in the front row, but we've got a new dancing partner in row 2 that I have a. Well, I guess he could, in theory. He's gonna either have. We're either gonna have new partners in the front row, or we're gonna have a new partner in the bottom.
Yeah, because the 14's either going to be right behind Dean, or he's going to take the outside to be on the front row, putting the 7 right behind the 41, or the 14's going to stay right behind Dean, and the 7's going to go to the front row.
We will find out next lap, I do believe. AJ, we said at the top of the show, maybe even before the race started, when we were just kind of doing our pre-race chat,
Survival of the fittest?
the race was going to be a survival race. It didn't have to be the fastest car. You don't have to have the prettiest car. Just have to survive. If you ask the guy who was in the booth with us this evening, the prettiest car is sitting first. As the 41 and the 14 take the bottom, the 7 to the outside. You just have to survive. One more restart, hopefully, is all it's going to take for the 41 to survive. Get this thing done. It's been ugly.
Yeah, the only real thing I can say for the 41 is hope that the 14 of Vern Hawkins behind you gets even with the 7.
Just do what you've been doing. All he has to do is do what he's been doing the last 10 restarts, it feels like. Launch when you want to launch and go.
Green flag, green flag.
And he does. The launch is good. The 14 near mimics it, but the 48 packs the wall. We're going to have another
Yellow
one.
flag.
And I do believe the 7's going to have choice this time.
Isn't there only 2 green-white checkers?
My 3 green-white checkers, AJ.
Well, let's go back and see this restart.
Oh my God, this is wild.
Oh, he gassed it way too hard.
Very, very similar to Darling.
And honestly, if I'm the 7 right now, I'm picking right behind the 41.
Yeah, I mean, and the question is at this point, how aggressive as the 7 do you want to be, Ray? Knowing the season you've had, the season you're having, how aggressive with the 41 do you get?
Well, Joshua Bally has a 18-point lead over Dean Demmer. Nick Trader just had an incident. He's back in the 8th position. Drew Trader not having a good night at all. Randy Howe having issues tonight, but back up in 4th. But you're really looking at your bottom 4 right now. Daniel Park, Jesse Adams, Adam Capps, and Vern Hawkins. That bottom 4 is what we're cutting after Phoenix next week.
Adam Capps is sitting P16. I don't even remember. You said Jesse Adams, I think, is 6th. No, 5th.
Adam Capps, who I think is shotgun on the field.
Yes, Adam Capps is 16th. Jesse Adams is 5th. Who are the other two?
Daniel Park in 9th and Vern Hawkins in 3rd.
So, I mean, I have a feeling we're going to see the points tonight. There might even be penalties. I mean, there's this. This has been as ugly as the first 2 weeks and we have cloud cover on the racetrack for the first time in, I don't know, a while that I remember.
Now let's see
if
it made it a little bit. No, it's still 105 degrees.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's not going to cool down instantly. That's hot asphalt. But I'm saying the cloud cover is there. The darkest I remember the racetrack looking all night.
Absolutely. And we're coming to the choose right now.
Bane's finally like, you think the darkness is your ally. Granted, we're over on this straightaway, and it's pretty sunny.
The 7's taking the outside.
I don't believe that was the choose.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, maybe I'm a lap behind.
Whoopsies.
Wouldn't be the first time.
Nope.
Will be the last time this race, though.
Yeah, the last restart of
the
race.
I'm pretty sure everybody in the top 5 just wants the thing to end clean. You know, the 13's had his issues and got back up here. The 14's had issues and got back up here. The 7's had issues and got back up here. Really, the only one that's been up here with no issues, knock on the wood, has been that point man who gets away very clean. 7 not even going to be able to fight with him. The 14, maybe he'll have something for him this time. We are going to come around and see it, AJ. Who's presenting us a white flag?
It is the Wrestling with Nerds. Final lap. Dean Demmer crosses the line. He's going to have one more shot into turn 3.
The monkey that has been on his back all season as the 7 overshoots it and almost gets him. The 41 is finally going to collect a checkered flag this year. He's been waiting for that one.
I'm trying to figure out what happened with the 7.
He just underbraked.
It doesn't even look like he braked at all.
Actually, sounds like he overbraked and the rear end went away from him.
Jump on board and hear that, because holy cow, he went in. And he was off the throttle and everything, but boy, did he brake really late.
There has been a giant monkey on the back of that 41 car driver all season. He has put his heart and soul into getting this team its first win ever. Rocky Faith Motorsports, W. Burn it down, Dean.
Pretty sure he won in the late model series.
He did, but I'm talking here on Monday nights, AJ. This has been a long time coming.
He's got to get a better picture.
I'm pretty sure he might even have changed the title he won over there for a win over here. He's been that desperate. And to do it in that beautiful breast cancer awareness car, save them tatas, he burned it down. I can't wait for this interview.
Yeah, you're literally gonna take them all, because I am gonna send it to you, and I'm gonna run, because I gotta run.
God, run because he ate too many.
All right,
He ate
TJ,
too many wieners.
here you go, pal. The driver, the number 41, Rocky Faith Motorsports Chevy Camaro for Fry Trucking Breast Cancer Awareness Scheme. It's Dean Demmer. Take it away, TJ.
Dean Demmer, you got a copy.
Let's go, baby!
Sir, I'm going to take the hat I'm wearing right now. It's a broadcaster's hat. I'm going to ask you one question. How does it feel to win this race? I'm going to take the other hat off of the desk right here as a car owner and say, I am so glad to be talking to you right now. Finally.
Hell yeah, man. What a race, man. I didn't qualify well. I wasn't confident. And just my raw speed until late there, obviously. I was once I was able to get around in clean air, I was pretty much lights out, but until that point, it was a lot of just dodging wrecks and just trying to stay out of trouble.
And it just blew.
Yeah,
it just blew. Man,
it's all right. That's all right. I'll pay for it. That's fine.
That thing, I tell you, the restart after restart after restart, we're getting more and more nerve-wracking up here to watch. You did everything you needed to do right to be sitting here in this position with that race car. I said it on the broadcast. There's been a giant monkey on your back all year. That monkey has now stepped away, and you have earned the hell out of this one. I mean, I think prior to backing it into the fence, you may have had the least damaged race car left on the racetrack. I mean, the thing looked near spotless.
Yeah, I mean, there was a couple, we kind of got bumper tagged there back in traffic when we pit. I think it was like around lap 100. I thought that would be the call because we went 50 laps on that first set, and it honestly still felt pretty good, but I didn't want to stay out on old tires and have new tires coming behind me. I just kind of planned this race out to just be on the offensive because this is, I mean, we really needed this as a team, and I needed this for my own confidence as a driver because we've got 1.5 miles coming up, and we haven't really been super strong on those types of racetracks. We've ran well, but haven't got the finishes that we deserve. So I felt like tonight was kind of like a must-win. I know we're probably all set in the points, but in my mind, this was a must-win. So we got to the front there. I passed clean as I could all night, trying not to make enemies for late in the race, but man, what a race. I'm so proud of this team. Rocky Faith Motorsports, just Fry Trucking, this beautiful breast cancer awareness car. It's awesome, man.
I mean, I think the candy for Halloween's been delivered a night early. This is just awesome.
Right.
I am beyond pleased.
Yeah, Dean, as for us three up here and us three own this car, we own this team. It's in memory of our good buddy Rocky. We've worked our asses off to build this team with you as the centerpiece. We lost a couple of drivers throughout the year with things going on. We're trying and working to build you a team around you for the following year to come. As far as this year's go, you've worked your ass off to get to where we're at, and I don't think any three of us could be any damn prouder of you than we are right now. So we thank you as much as you thank us.
Yeah, I mean, it's just I honestly didn't think it would take this long to have this interview, but man, it is sweet, and especially to come here. I don't know about y'all. I want me a clock. Where do I sign up? Get me a clock, man.
Yeah, get a clock for this first win for this team, and that paint scheme being as special as it is for me to make it, and Dean allowing me to let him run, or allowing me to make it for him to run. I don't think I could get any more specialer. Last week would have been with Rocky's birthday, but we topped it off this week with it, and I can't be any happier than Steve.
Yeah, great job, Dean. As I almost fell down the stairs, trying to get back here as fast as possible. That's a different story for a different time. But great job, Dean. Congratulations on your first win at Martinsville. And all I gotta say is I effing told you before this race started.
Yes, sir. I appreciate it, guys. It's been a tough season. It's been a long season. We've definitely had some wins robbed away from us, but glad it came tonight.
And with that late run at the end with the 7 car getting in trouble, you probably gained a couple of points on him. So good points there.
All right, Dean, we'll talk to you in just a little bit after we close out the broadcast because we have a lot to say to you, pal. But TJ, you ready for P2 and P3?
Yeah, let me take the owner hat off. I'll put the broadcaster back up.
Great job, Dean. We'll talk to you in a little bit.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it.
All right, let's get to P number 2. TJ, it's Vern Hawkins.
Vern Hawkins, you got a copy?
I'm here.
Man, what did you think when you saw that Slevin sliding by in the final third?
I didn't have time to react.
Oh, okay. I thought there was going to be an expletive there.
Scary.
Thankfully, he lifted off the brakes and just took himself out instead of just dumping into me. So
yeah, that was wild.
He owed me one, but he didn't give me it. So thankfully,
I don't think anybody would be owed like that. That would have hurt. Man, you had a very interesting, I think, to say the least of what happened. Was there ever worry of getting back to the front after you had to drive your way through it all again?
When I backed it into the wall, I was worried with the damage. But once I got back running, it was pretty good. And then since I was in the back, I took advantage a couple times of pitting and had probably 20, 30 lap fresher tires until the last couple guys there, like Randy. But no, a little bit worried in the beginning, but once we got back going, it still felt good. These cars can take a beating.
Yeah, we saw that tonight. I mean, a lot of your competitors got beat on, so you did a heck of a job. You hung around, and it seemed like at the end of the night, who could not shoot themselves in the foot would walk away with a good finish. I mean,
pretty much, yeah. You just don't step on it, and you just hold on tight.
Quite literally, don't step on it. The 56 steps on it, didn't shift. Chaos for him. The 48 steps on it, and it turned sideways on him. And the 7 didn't step on it enough, and he slides through. I mean, it was wild.
Oh yeah, it was just a beat and bang type of race. I mean, the old tent slime car didn't come out of it looking too good tonight.
It didn't look too good, but man, it finished good. So I guess that's all that matters, right?
Oh yeah. That's the points right now. After last week, it was a struggle, and this will help bounce back a lot. So,
any sponsors you'd like to plug here? Second place at Martinsville.
Just Tent Slime, Ultra, Back Pocket, Pixel Source, and Transcendent Designs. They all help us out a lot and take care of us. And Tent Slime's actually a real good real life product, and everyone ought to go check it out if you're doing any type of tent work.
Well, we will definitely remember it if we required such.
All right,
AJ, do you have anything for this fine gentleman?
Dude, it was fun watching you come through that field again and really give him hell up towards the front. You did everything you needed to keep that 14 car in that top 5 and come away with a P2 tonight. So great job, Vern, and we'll see you at Phoenix next week, pal.
Yep, thank you. Hopefully next week goes a little smoother.
All right.
No kidding.
Yeah. See you, Vern.
Have a good night, guys.
All right. The driver, the number 8, finishing 3rd here tonight. It's Randy Howe. TJ, take it away.
Randy Howe, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
When you took the white flag, were you expecting to still be, were you expecting to talk to us? I don't think so.
Negative. No way.
What did that look like from your angle as that car went sliding off through the turn?
I think the 7 just overdrove it, had some wheel hop or something, and just lost it.
I know we all kind of tensed up in the booth as he came flying towards the leader. It was like, oh no, not like this. But he did a heck of a job to save it after the fact. But it handed you a well-earned third place. You had a very event. I mean, I think most people did really, but you were at least at the back that I remember once or twice for other incidents and managed to just survive this crazy race. How'd you do it?
Yeah, I don't know. I had a EOL and somehow got a changing lanes. I'm not really sure. I have to go back and look at the replay, but put me 3 laps down, and then I got a speeding penalty on top of it. So I'll take it. I'll take top 5 any day.
Yeah, that's a lot of adversity, and you overcame it where a lot of people didn't tonight. I mean, they just buried themselves behind in troubles, and this is a well-earned third place. Do believe you are fighting in the title fight here. Big win points wise for you here with the third place. Any momentum you can carry forward to Phoenix from here?
I'm ready to roll.
I like it. I like ready to roll. Any sponsors you'd like to plug? That car looks really cool.
Oh yeah, it's this Transcendent Pixel Source.
That is beautiful. I love it. That car looks blue's my favorite color. That car's blue.
Great.
Yeah.
I love it.
The dual burnouts with the teammate on the back stretch. That's the icing on the cake here.
Yeah, that was actually pretty wicked. You guys did all three. You did a pretty good job of throwing it up in there, and hopefully that's the picture they got. That'd be really cool. But good third place run. AJ, do you have any questions for this 8 car?
I'm excited to see what we're gonna have at Phoenix next week with that cutoff race, because you had a good night, Dean had a good night, Vern, who was at that cut line, had a good night. So I'm really curious to see what we're gonna see for points in the probably coming hours. Those will all be posted to the All-Star 15 TV Facebook page. But Randy, great run tonight. It was really nice seeing that 8 in that top 5 and you coming home with a third place.
Yeah, I appreciate it, guys. I'm the underdog, but don't sleep on me.
Never. I don't sleep on anybody. We've seen it tonight, if anything, how crazy stuff can get.
You don't sleep on anybody, just on stream.
You'll have that.
See you later, Randy.
Hey, take care, guys. We'll see you.
All right, TJ, break her down and take her home.
I mean, this race was survival. It wasn't the fastest car. If it was just plain survival, we kind of knew it. We mentioned it, like I said earlier in the broadcast before the show. It was going to be almost like an endurance race. Just needed to be there at the end. That was the case with a lot of these cars who had all, I mean, I'm just going to run through the list. The 14 involved in a crash. The 8 involved with an EOL. The 13, I think multiple EOLs. The 56 with an EOL. The 7 with an EOL. I'm not sure, in fact, anybody other than Dean Demmer in this field. I think they all at one point had some sort of EOL, whether it was they got spun or spun somebody. Maybe the 12 and Joe Darnell just, being the one that just caught up in everybody else's mess and he didn't cause anything.
Yeah.
But either way, most of these cars had damage of some kind on them. And it was an ugly race on the surface of it, but the race within the race was pretty neat to see how guys were cycling through and managing to come back to the front and be there at the end. And I just hope Phoenix is cleaner. It's a wider track. It's still a short track, but it's wider.
I'm worried about the dog leg.
Heavy. It's not as heavy on the braking. I think that was a lot of the problem tonight, is braking, throwing some guys off. We know these guys can run well. This was not their best outing at all. We've seen it before with this league when they go to short tracks that get tough. Let's hope to rebound it big time.
All right, everybody, thank you for tuning in to All-Star 15 TV for the Transcendent Design Xfinity Series for the Extreme Forces Racing League. Dean Demmer, first-time winner in the Xfinity Series, comes away with P1. Vern Hawkins P2, Randy Howe in third, Ben Morrow fourth, and in fifth it's Nick Trader. Next week, as DJ just said, we're going to Phoenix Raceway. We'll see you out in the desert, everybody. Stay safe and stay cool.
Time to head to the holler. We're going to drink a lot of beer tonight.
Oh, my liver can't hold that. Bye, everybody.
From Mordor to Hogwarts to Gotham, the nerds have come together to create a show for nerds by nerds. Join nerds doing nerd things as they talk about all things nerdy. Stay up to date on the show by liking the Nerds Doing Nerd Things Facebook page.